Orders are due this Monday at I Want More Comics and Games. We make them available online so you don't miss out for your comic, trade paperback, and manga choices. And join us every Sunday night at 6 p.m. Mountain as we review these and more in our Final Orders Due show on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Number 1 issues this week include Darkstalkers X Street Fighter Queen's Shadows by Udon, Corpse Knight, Fireborn, and Darkness vs. Angelus from Image Comics, Mum-Ra the Ever-Living from Dynamite, Fall of the House of Slaughter from Boom Studios, and Star Wars Galaxy Edge, Echoes of the Empire from Marvel Comics. Store favorite Lenore has another one-shot also. Place your order before 6 p.m. Monday night, either ship or in-store pickup, and we will see you at release.
It's Sunday.
It is.
It's showtime.
It's our last Sunday in March. Wait, no, we have one more. It's my last Sunday in March.
Your last one, just because you're evacuating the city doesn't mean the rest of us can't.
Right.
Have a good time.
But we do have a lot of cool things, including new number 1s, a couple of variants that are unique in collection, and a bunch of number 2s from highly anticipated comic books that you will not want to miss. We are talking, of course, about comics that have not released yet. This is the Final Orders Due show, which means that you have the opportunity to pick these guys up 100%. If they're on this website, they're available for you right now. With the opportunity to buy multiples, you can do that as well. You just have to follow us along at our website at iwantmorecomics.com, and then what do you do?
Shop a button, Final Orders Due. So yeah, we nicely synchronize those, name a show, name of, like keeping it all.
Name of the page. Yeah, that's great.
You know why? I don't want to get confused.
Yeah, it's so we don't get confused either. That's the whole point. We do have a significant amount of stuff. Nothing crazy, but a lot of like third printing, second printings, really cool variants that I think are kind of hidden throughout the 13 pages of our Final Orders 2 area. Why don't we start with Absolute, because it always is right up front for us.
Do you think they designed it that way to like name it Absolute? Yeah. So it's like it'd always be at the beginning of the alphabet there, and usually nothing out of it.
They did. They were smart in that aspect. We do have a third printing of the Absolute Joker premiere, which is Absolute Batman number 15. There is a stunning new cover with Pirello artwork there featuring.
I'm calling it Yoked on Yoked.
That's right. This is the scariest card ever. Moving from that, we have Absolute Batman 19 dropping with a lot of amazing variants as well.
Is this, if I'm right, this is the issue that we get 2 villain first appearances in?
That is correct, and there's another little R there that's very interesting. I'd be looking out on.
Oh, that little R thing?
Yeah, that little R thing might mean something.
Huh, that's interesting.
It is. And then we move on to Absolute Batman, the 2025 annual, which was such a big hit that we sold out of the first prints and the second prints. This comes along with some really great artwork by the master Daniel Warren Johnson, including a new cover, which is called the yellow variant, which I really like.
And they have that. Be having a good time there with his friends.
Yeah, and then they have the sweet foil variant featuring his Batmobile.
Yep.
Absolute Flash also dropping, and an Absolute Wonder Woman annual second printing hitting the rack as well. So make sure that you don't miss out on those. Pick up the ones that you need. Fill the holes if you have any, or keep that collection 100%. You've been working so strong. Keep it going. Right.
You're not bankrupt yet.
That's right. That's right.
They're trying. They're really trying.
They really are. They're trying to hurt us all. I really need them to give me a bad comic because these ones are killing it. Let's move over to Uncivilized Books, which is a very independent publisher. It has a new #1 called Brownfield Action Family. This is going to be kind of like a slice of life storytelling I believe it's going to be 8 issues long, and it's about kind of a person that has no work, no motivation, no real reason to kind of be alive, and is then given the family's abandoned martial arts studio, and kind of starts building this concept of want and wanting to be involved, but can he kind of survive his family at the same time? If you're interested, I think this one is going to be hiding behind a lot of really big titles, so I thought I'd bring it to the light for you all to see.
It's a good flashlight one. Just flash it on there. Yep.
Yep. Another flashlight that we have from Titan Comics. We featured it in our little vignette. Lenore is getting a one-shot called Muffin Else Matters. If you're part of the series on our portal service, you will get this automatically. They are one-shots, but they are considered a series of one-shots, 4 to be exact. So you have that handled, but if you're not part of that portal system, then you definitely want to make sure you grab it. If you've been hunting, follow along. Another one that likes to go under the radar for people that even want it, like still want to buy it, are fighting games. Udon Entertainment has this really great series of Dark Stalkers versus Street Fighter, and we have a one-shot in that series, or fraction, and it is called The Queen's Shadow. It will be available this coming month, so make sure to jump on that.
Yep, 2 variants on that one. These are always just snatched right off the rack pretty quickly. The bees have been, I believe, mostly Brett Beans. So
yeah, and selling hot because of that.
Yep.
And if you're a weekend shopper and haven't really you're gonna go, what? Those are
things happen.
Yes, they do. Those 3 days are brutal before you get in. Jumping over to Marvel, we have 2 number 1s. One we talked about with Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, Echoes of the Empire, New Secrets of the Edge revealed, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, and Chewbacca all head to Batuu in search of an important intel. This will be fun for those that dabble. Not to brag, but I might be getting to see the Galaxy's Edge next week. So
oh yeah, is that
I'm gonna buy this book and walk around with it. But that is going to be tied automatically to all my Star Wars fans. If Star Wars Galaxy's Edge has had 2 series, believe it or not, before this, so if you enjoy this, jump on those as well. A lot of cool variants, including a themed variant of Mandalorian and Grogu for celebrating the movie release this July. He says without really knowing. It's either July or December, but there you go.
I don't know. I wait till that stuff just shows up and then I'm there.
So. That's exactly right. The next one from Marvel is called Civil War Unmasked. So this is going to be kind of revisiting the epic story that we all kind of know at this point in the Marvel U called Civil War. This is a 5-issue miniseries, and it will follow unseen stories of Iron Man, Spider-Man, Goliath, Tigra, and Captain America before and after the events of Civil War. So this is new stuff from the era of Civil War, kind of just fleshing out more of the story because it was such a great time in comic books, especially for Marvel.
If you don't feel old enough today, the reason why we're revisiting this...
Why are we revisiting it?
Is because it gets this little stamp down here that say 20 years.
Yeah, that's not right. That can't be right, but that's fine. That could be wrong.
20 years.
It was 20 years ago. Yes. So we will jump back and pretend we're all 20 years younger by reliving moments through some of our Marvel's favorite characters. Obviously, this is because it was 20 years ago. There's not really a path to find who we want to buy this for. So it's really pertinent that you jump on it if it's something that interests you, because we could go off the idea, well, everybody likes Civil War, but you definitely don't want us to go off of what Civil War II sold. So it's really kind of about what you want to do, and this is a perfect show for this type of comic book. Represent with your knowledge and make sure to get ahead of the game and don't miss out.
I'm going to also point out here one of the variants that's kicking off a theme month of variants.
Please do, because I was like, why'd you put up a magic card on our new comics, man? What's going on?
So Magic's Spider-Man set that came out last year had great cards, great art like this. Well, now it's time for those to see their glory as a comic book variant. So I believe there are 20 or 22 of these that are going to hit me right in the pocketbook for my collecting. But you will see the different characters as they were on a Magic card. Previous to this, there have been a couple Magic card variants, but they've been specific to the cons. There was one in San Diego. There was one in New York.
I remember Storm and Wolverine.
Yep, Storm, Wolverine, a couple other Amazing Spider-Man 1s have come out with some different art. This is going to give everybody a shot to get that. So if it is your type of thing and your theme, it starts up this week with the first one, and then we'll continue through the rest. Most of those are available on the website. If you just turn around and look at the catalog, you can come back up here to the top with the under shop and all this and the ordering catalog for February. You can get in that and filter that down for the future stuff that's coming up, or wait for each one of these shows each week to jump in.
Absolutely. Excellent. Over at Dark Horse Comics, we have a couple number ones, both in very beloved IPs. The first one is Hellboy in Love, Black Eyes one-shot. Hellboy in Love's been going on with a couple one-shots. Sometimes there's two-parters, sometimes one-shots. The highest I've ever seen is 4. But this will be another concept within that storyline. Don't miss out for my Hellboy fans. The other is another beloved IP. Avatar The Last Airbender gets a new number 1 called the Kyoshi Warriors. So for those that wonder what Suki and the Kyoshi Warriors were doing around the time against the War of the Fire Nation, this is a perfect opportunity to read and dive deeper into the lore that everybody seems to hunger for. Again, because it's a kid's book, this isn't something that's going to hit the rack with a mass. It's going to be kind of limited. So if it's interesting to you, I think you get ahead of the game on this one.
Yeah, I know that every time we've brought it in, we've inched up the numbers and we still continue to sell out of it.
Yeah.
More and more people, when they hear about it, chase that down. And I think the last time that we had it, we really weren't up and fired up on the website. So we'll probably even see more and more people trying to grab into it the day of release when they hear about it.
They also have a live action TV show on Netflix that's going to be releasing here as well this summer. So all sorts of Avatar fun coming soon. All right, now let's move into Image Comics, where we will see a couple number 1s and a look at a few of the new themed covers. The first number 1 I have is a one-shot in the Darkness world, where Darkness goes against Angelus. Mark Silvestri, Matt Hawkins, Ryan Candy, all your crew that you're used to are already on this one-shot. A really cool oversized special issue for only $5.99, which I think is dope. Gonna have a ton of action, incredible artwork, and kind of expand on this this rivalry from within the comics. It's an offshoot, but it's still within universe. So don't miss out on that.
Mm-hmm.
Fireborn is also an offshoot set from Lost Fantasy, for those reading along there. This is going to feature a character named Aaron Hilberg, who's a rich kid who, is skirting responsibility and trying to hate his billionaire dad, and then finds a mysterious egg and turns into a ancient armored villain. And now everybody's trying to get the egg for their power for themselves. As you do, things go crazy. One of the things I really enjoyed about this this book's synopsis was it said it's perfect for fans of Invincible, How to Train Your Dragon, and Absolute Batman. So I guess if you're into that, you'll be into Fireborn. Check it out.
That's the most interesting Venn diagram I've ever heard.
I was like, okay, cool.
I could definitely see the same kids of How to Train Your Dragon and Absolute Batman just hanging.
Yeah, totally. So there you go. This book will release sometime in April and is available now. If you are on the portal, you will be added from Lost Fantasy. There are a ton of variants on this one, with a couple homages that are really cool. If you're eagle-eyed there, you can see an Invincible one. You can also see a Absolute Batman one. There's also the I Hate Team-Ups theme, which is going to be across the board in Image Comics.
Gertrude gets into the mess with everybody.
Yes. So that will feature there. Another new number 1 from Image is going to be Corpse Night number 1. Corpse Night is kind of up Front Street on what it is. It is a story of a vicious war ravaging France and a young girl who lost her father, trying to hold things together until one day her father returns from the dead as a knight to help her on a journey to end the War of Wars. So it's going to be a very interesting take on your Lone Wolf and Cub style stories, with a bit of a reversal on the idea of Dad's a zombie. I don't know how coherent this Corpse Night is, but I think it's interesting enough to pick up that first book and check it out for sure.
Solid things there. Jay Lieb also is on several of these. He has a Firstborn and a Corpse Night variant. Mm-hmm. So fans of his art can rejoice about that.
Agreed. This one's a number 1, but it's kind of like the final of a number 1 we all know of. G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, is doing their silent missions, if you will. It is the wordless comic books that they kind of celebrate from G.I. Joe, Real American Hero number 21. This is focused on the Cobra lens. Our final gentleman is Zartan, the Master of Disguise. It will be dropping in the middle of April.
Yep.
The other thing about those are they are going to be weekly, so it's actually, I think there might be 2 more after that. I said final, but I don't think I'm right.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly where we're at on them. There were going to be 5 in a row there for that.
Yeah.
I also wanted to point out while we're sitting here, Ice Cream Man returns.
Oh, you are just one step ahead of me. The last one I have is not a new number 1, but it is coming back, and that's Ice Cream Man is coming back.
Oh, okay. I'm just stepping right on you.
That's fine, but no, it's great. It was right. It's a perfect handoff. Ice Cream Back is returning. For those of you that know the Image scheduling, sometimes their hottest comics can take a few months off, and then people kind of go, where was that comic book I loved? Well, it's back. Right here, Ice Cream Man returns with issue number 45.
Yep.
Before we move away from Image, I did want to highlight one of the variants. It is one of the crossover variants from I Hate Team-Ups, and I want to say it's Otley doing I Hate Fairyland. It's the first one there, Keith. I don't remember which one. Yeah, right there.
The Invincible Battle Beast?
Yes, it's Invincible Battle Beast. This is Otley. I love it so much. It's Battle Beast, like, oh my god.
And Conquest.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. It's so good. Otley just bringing the heat. So,
and it flat out says here, Otley after Otley. Yes, that's me. He is absolutely going full into it.
Yes, I wanted to highlight that one. It's so good. Don't miss out on that. Getting lost in all the other crossover stuff. They're all great, but that one's special to me. Moving over to Boom Entertainment, we now have a new number 1 in the world of Something is Killing the Children. During the summer, we like to visit the House of Slaughter, and this summer is no different. We are moving into what James Tynion is calling the Summer of Slaughter. And with this one, it's going to be a new chapter on, can the House of Slaughter survive the dawning of a new dragon? Which will be a very interesting take. And if you've been reading it, you know how good it is. If you haven't read Something is Killing the Children, may I suggest jumping into this world and enjoying along with the rest of us. This will be a new mini-series. If you're on the Portal system, you are tied from Something's Killing.
I have a lot of expectations about the popularity of this David Mack cover.
Me too, buddy.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Well done.
It's almost like a Jay Lee David Mack. It's crazy. Yeah, I love it.
The perspective of the character,
Yeah,
like
the actual character. Yeah.
But I also just like the whole stained glass background kind of idea. It's just well done.
It's Mac, man.
Yeah.
IDW doesn't have a new #1, but they do have an annual dropping of the Street Sharks, and I'm just here to celebrate the Street Sharks going long enough to get an annual. I'm proud of them. It's a IP that I thought had some love, and it has been proven that love is real. Ongoing storylines for Street Sharks, and now it has its own annual for 2026. Excellent variant cover by Elizabeth Beals.
I have a question from the viewer.
Yeah.
JJ asked, "Do you need to have read Something That's Killing the Children to understand Fall of the House of Slaughter?"
Excellent question. I would say you don't. I think that it will give you basically like the guidelines in the first couple issues, but I would say that you won't be as immersed, right? So I would say have to is a strong word, but highly recommend you would. The trades are available, pretty orderable and ready from us too. Am I talking out of turn there, Keith? I think they're not like crazy.
No, I've put them back on the make sure it's stocked in list.
Yeah.
I also believe that we've recently seen reprints, facsimile editions of #1 again.
Mm-hmm.
So you can kind of get a little bit of a taster on that. I always look for something along those lines, whether it's Fall of the House of Slaughter or whether it's going to be, like the #1, as a little test before you can go back and trade read something like that. I don't think Fall of the House of Slaughter is bad for that. I think that you could, if reading that, even though you don't feel like you're 100%, there's more going on than what you recognize. I think that would be very appropriate. But if it intrigues you with the way that the world is set up, it is written by Tinian. You are getting the full setup of the creators. It's not just some kind of weird offshoot type thing. It would be a good taster test for the universe.
That's exactly how I read No Man's Land. Batman's No Man's Land is I started in the middle and kind of worked my way backwards. So it can be done. If you really enjoy that first issue of Fall of House of Slaughter, there's also probably the trade House of Slaughter, which is a lot shorter than Something Is Killing the Children, that I'm sure will lock in a lot of the concepts for the book that you're reading as you go along, if you don't want to go the whole Something Is Killing the Children route.
Feel free also to check in with anybody up front just to kind of get a more of a synopsis of what that entire universe is like. And we can answer questions and say, good, bad, or indifferent on if it's a match for you.
Yeah, and if you haven't yet, JJ, you can join our Discord and put that question up in the comics chat, and I promise you'll get lots of feedback there too. Going over to Dynamite Entertainment, this is our last #1, but it is technically the second issue in the new crossover for Thundercats and Silverhawks. The Mumra, the Ever-Living #1 is dropping. And you can kind of see that it's involved in that with the cool new Dynamite logo they have with the Silverhawk Thundercat thing. That's going to be on those. That's pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be
this also, if you were looking at it a little bit better, that is the logo, and it says this. I believe that's saying 2 underneath it to tell you where you are in the story.
Yeah, so that's really cool. It's 2 of a 15-part epic that's going through all summer long for Dynamite Entertainment. So make sure not to miss that, boy. That being our last #1, I had a few #2s that I think are definitely on the docket, as we've basically sold out of the #1s. One is from Image Comic. Narco #2 will be dropping soon. If you wanted to get in on that, I highly recommend this Doug Wagner Insanity that is available this week.
And there are a couple, not only do you have this, the regular issue for it, this homage to Hitchcock is an amazing cover here. You also have an I Hate Team-Ups if you like that.
Yep. Staying with Imaged, you kind of highlighted on the video, but Scorched hits its #50 issue. So it's getting the same treatment that King Spawn and Gunslinger Spawn got when they hit their number 50, with a lot of great variants and a Scotty Young to boot.
Mm-hmm.
Jumping over to DC Comics, we have two.
You're going to skip that number 2?
Go ahead and call it out.
Super Creep Show.
Yes.
This is, again, we talked about how, again, Creep Show and superheroes teaming up, but this specifically, they're doing homage covers here that will turn around and stand out through the series. Obviously, homaging Todd McFarlane's Batman on that will be one that people chase just for that and that alone.
And Tigress number 2 is also available if you're 18 or up.
Yeah, I'm hiding one of the variants. You guys can look at home, but there's no reason we get zucked on this show here. So
yeah. So there you go. Those are those. DC Comics has 2 number 2s that I wanted to chat about. Lobo number 2 is dropping. We are sold out of Lobo, and 3 times today I've heard, "Oh, you sold out? Oh, you sold out Lobo?" Yeah, he's going to be a big deal this year, and it's tough for us to keep track of, like, this is going to be the hot one,
We ordered 3 times as many as the last Lobo sold.
Yeah. I know you went deep on this bad boy. It's just hot, And Scotty Young managed to hit everybody's expectation. So I think number 2 will also continue the insanity, and I think people will want to be a part of it. So even if you did potentially miss that number 1, I would be picking up number 2 to make sure you don't miss any more, because this is kind of special and going to be fun and kind of wacky.
We are expecting to probably hear about. Actually, I'm trying to remember if we're expecting it or if I already did see it. Second prints on this new wave of DC. So if you missed it and you want it, just keep your eyes out. We will have it on a future show.
Another number 2 that we have is Batwoman. Batwoman A's go very quickly, but not nearly as fast as her variants do. It's kind of like the Catwoman Poison Ivy scenario, where you just can't order enough of the variants to hit. So if you're looking for this, I think I'd put her in the same category. My variant hunters know exactly who I'm talking about. But if you're looking for Batwoman variants, now is the time to get those orders in. It's the same with your Catwoman and your Poison Ivy. Get ahead of the game on these, because these are the things that sell out immediately. And I don't know, as a Frisson ride or die, I don't know which is better, the Frisson or the Steven Sajic.
It's tough, isn't it?
It's really, really hard.
I've got great respect for Dustin Nguyen too.
Killed it. They are all fighting for their lives on that rack. So
that's tough times unless you're grabbing it all.
The only benefit to them being all that good is that when you show up and you didn't do the pre-order, at the very least, you're getting a great cover. Regardless of which one is the remainder.
Yep.
Oni Press has a number 2 that I think everybody wants to stay aware of, which is Dead Teenagers. Number 2 is hitting the shelves this April, so don't miss out on the order. Oh, I guess this is in June. So
yeah, it's going to be pushed way out. They're giving a chance for the number 1 here. To, if I'm remembering right, the date on this one, I don't have it updated on here. The second print on number 1 is going to come out, and then you'll still have time. It'll be way ahead of.
Be able to read it and actually get number 2.
You can take it home, read it, and make
it smart.
Too.
I like that actually, because it happens a lot where your second print doesn't land right. Yeah. So this works really well. But number 2 is going to be out, and again, because it's independent, and all of these ones I'm talking about hit really, really hot, but that doesn't mean that we're going to bring the same amount of comics. There's a potential that we have to shrink based on what we think will actually sell from the number 1 and number 2. The real end of it is neither here nor there, but the fact is that you have the opportunity to make sure that you get your comics right now. That's why I bring them up.
Yeah, don't worry about our counting.
Yeah, exactly. This is your time, not our time. And the last thing I brought, but I really wanted to talk about it, was from DC Comics. I'm so happy you put it up there. In April, we do have a couple themes that go on in April. but there's one that they don't actually name a theme, but now we've had a couple of times that this has happened. My favorite writer and not my favorite artist is Tom King, and he is doing a Wonder Woman variant this week. And with Daniel St. Pierre, I will let you decide which parts Daniel St. Pierre did and which parts Tom King did. I won't give it away. But this is going to be an excellent cover. It's definitely under the wire, and people are going to pick this up off the rack without question. They won't even care what it's about. They'll just grab it because it's so funny, and it will be very hard to get the numbers right on this guy. So if you're interested, grab that up.
It ships 2 weeks after, but it is an April Fool's cover. So
yeah.
Don't skip on David Nakia. I'm doing this character for the first time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Wonder Woman is also not as consistent, but up there with the good luck on your variant scenario.
Yes. There's
so like those are all very, very good. But I needed to highlight the Tom King one because it's unique and out of the ordinary.
Sorry, everyone. Ordering deadline is tomorrow, 6 p.m. on the website. Also, the same time on the portal. Please get your orders in, and we will make sure that we get you first in line as we get these comics. We always put this show on Sundays, but we have other shows too. Tuesday night is the half-hour hype.
There you go.
Where we turn around and talk about those things that are hitting the rack on Wednesday, and they're available to be pre-ordered on Tuesday night as we are live. And then Wednesday night, we're going to do a little stream sale. Probably not going to have anything on it. You guys should totally skip it. Don't worry about being there. Definitely.
I like any time I leave is when you drop the bomb on stream sale.
We have so much stuff going on with Wednesday nights right now that I am not sure how to do something explosive to get it all through the processing pipe.
It is
so
wild. It's going to be we're going to be slinging some really, really cool things for a little bit now.
Yeah, and I'm looking at what can we do to make it a little of a rapid fire session. So we'll see if we get that in queue for this week or if it's going to be the following. But it's going to happen. It's going to be there pretty quick.
Dang right. All right.
And this week we don't even have to put up with Richie, right?
That's correct. That's what I was saying. Yeah. I won't be here, so you'll
extra incentive.
I won't be yapping it up, so you can probably get some stuff done.
Thank you, one. Thank you all for turning around and hanging out with us. We always have a good time with this, and we will see you shortly.
Bye.
Orders are due this Monday at I Want More Comics and Games. We make them available online so you don't miss out for your comic, trade paperback, and manga choices. And join us every Sunday night at 6 p.m. Mountain as we review these and more in our Final Orders Due show on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. #1 issues this week include Darkstalkers X Street Fighter Queen's Shadows by Udon, Corpse Knight, Fireborn, and Darkness vs. Angelus from Image Comics, Mum-Ra the Ever-Living from Dynamite, Fall of the House of Slaughter from Boom Studios, and Star Wars Galaxy Edge, Echoes of the Empire from Marvel Comics. Store favorite Lenore has another one-shot also. Place your order before 6 p.m. Monday night, either ship or in-store pickup, and we will see you at release.